Another shout out to the people that's tuned in on YouTube Live.
Peace YouTube Live, peace Periscope. Thank you for tuning in. Again, man, this is episode 5. What's Good, the podcast. I want to ask you, man, how was your week? This guy, he put that long awkward pause. Explains everything.
I'm alive. I'm good.
There we go, man. That's all that matters, man.
It wasn't bad.
Quality of life over quantity.
Yeah, man. Time just go by so fast. So I'm like,
yeah.
I don't even know what day it is half the time.
It's Friday, you blink, it's Monday.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, man.
Like, I mean, this was a tough Wednesday for me.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh, wow.
That was a joke. You totally missed it.
I totally went right over my head.
It is Saturday, right?
Yeah, it is Saturday.
You totally missed that.
I totally missed that joke. I hope I'm not the only person that missed that, but yeah, if I am,
it's all good.
I'll take it. Well, it'll get better, man.
Yeah,
we always got this to look forward to, so
yeah,
that's a good look either way.
I'm good.
Okay, well, since we got that established, man, I want to go ahead and get into the show. I kind of been thinking a lot over the past couple shows, man, and I kind of want to. When I originally started this show, I really wanted to do a lot of good news and just put out a lot of good news, but I'm finding it real hard to find it, especially in the way I want to find it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of going to change the direction of this show a little bit. In episode 5, I kind of want to go into what I would call a subject-based show.
Mm-hmm.
And we come up with a subject, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to give our thoughts and our feelings on it. And, I mean, it's not to bash anybody or anything, but originally when I did when we did the dry runs and the test runs, we talked about one subject that was pretty heavy on both of our minds, and that was relevancy. Mm-hmm. A lot of people ain't really listened to that. Well, ain't nobody really listened to it because we ain't really put it out for people to listen to. So for this show, I want to talk about the word relevancy again, and we just gonna try to recapture a little bit of what we had in that test run, and we're just gonna talk about it, man. Like, I think that's one of those words that could be kind of misconstrued in a way.
I agree
because I feel like people use it.
People use it in the wrong context.
Yeah, they use it in the wrong context, especially when it comes to
entertainment.
Entertainment, especially. And especially in the hip-hop community.
Yes.
It's one of those words that people just don't, I don't know. It's relevancy to me. I can't really say that nobody's irrelevant. I think everybody's relevant to someone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when people use it, talking about artists or whatnot, it kind of put me on the edge a little bit.
Yeah, it puts me in a bad place.
As far as you, I know you got a unique take on it. You want to explain how you feel about that word?
It sucks. I hate that word.
It sucks. That's it.
I hate that. I mean, you got to be more specific with me. Like,
it's far. Okay, well, let's bring it to hip hop.
All right.
As far as hip hop goes, how does that word make you feel when it's used in the way it's used?
I just would like people to explain what makes someone relevant or irrelevant when it comes to hip hop. So if you're going to use that term, I feel like you should be able to explain why you feel that way. And I feel like that term is just thrown out there with nothing to back it up, really.
Right.
So that's why it irks me.
So when we're talking about, it really comes down, when we talk about hip hop, it really comes down to age. Because I think age is a big thing. That's like one of those things in hip hop, man, where I guess it's ageism everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's really bad in hip hop. When you get a certain age, you're no longer relevant.
Relevant, quote unquote.
Right. Because, and I think it's because hip hop, I guess it's supposed to be the sound of the youth.
Of the youth. But
it's only 30 and some change. So I don't really feel like 30's old.
It's not. I guess it is.
So
when it comes to hip hop.
So I wonder why people feel like that, because I look at it like, okay, 30, you still trying to figure out A lot of people are still trying to figure out what they want to be and what they want to do at 30 years old. Going into their 40s. A lot of people still don't. I can be totally honest with you and tell you I don't even really know what I want to do half the time. And I'm 37, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say just because I'm doing art or making a record,
You too old.
I'm too old. But I wonder why people are like that.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out for years.
So
I don't know.
So let's go down the line and just talk a couple artists. And I'm asking your opinion as far as the relevancy goes. I know you just mentioned to me the other day that KRS-One dropped the album. I still hadn't had a chance to listen to it, but your feelings on that album were
It's a dope album to
dope
me.
album. Okay,
But I don't feel like he's relevant enough to get any attention for it.
and that's because of his age.
I feel that's why.
Yeah,
And because he's actually talking about something.
this subject matter makes him irrelevant also.
But I feel like, that's a double-edged sword because I feel like he's talking about a lot of the same stuff Kendrick talks about, but no one will pay KRS any mind. And I'm like, KRS was doing this before Kendrick.
That's true.
But they're the same people who listen to Kendrick.
Right.
And that's fine. If you just prefer Kendrick, that's fine. But I'm saying, like, I don't feel like it's right if you just not pay KRS any mind because he's in his 50s.
Right.
Like, I don't agree with that.
So do you think his skill level has diminished because of his age? As far as him being an MC?
Not to me. It's KRS-One.
It is what it is.
He gonna give you it's what you expect from KRS-One.
Right.
He not gonna come out here on no Migos tipping. That's no knock to Migos, but
Right.
That's what they do. That's what KRS do.
Okay, so with that said, KRS-One is in his 50s. Jay is pushing 50s. Jay-Z.
What's that?
Me personally, I don't really understand the aura of Jay-Z to a 14-year-old kid. That is something that's yet to be explained.
Like what would make a kid listen to Jay-Z but not listen to KRS-One?
Yeah.
But really, I feel like this is what gets me. Most of the popular rappers are quote unquote old. So I don't think people. I don't know if it's your whole personality, your presence, but I'm talking about like. I'm not talking about these cats that's been hot for like 2-3 years. I'm talking about the Kanye's, the Rick Rosses. These cats are like 40.
Yeah, because Kanye is my age.
The Eminems,
right?
The Jay-Z's. It's like.
Now, do you think that equates? Do you think their success as far as sales equates to the fact that they're still popular?
I don't know because I've actually heard people say Eminem is irrelevant, and I'm like, what?
We just had somebody on Periscope say that KRS-One is too deep for the kids.
What's too deep though? I understand whoever made that comment. I understand what you're saying, but isn't that what he's the teacher? Like that's what he's always done that.
Oh, see I totally get what he's saying.
Yeah, I get what he's saying.
But when I see something like that, I look at it from the standpoint of me when I was in middle school. Nas was 17 when he dropped Illmatic, and I got it. I didn't get everything he said.
Yeah.
But I got it.
Yeah, and like I said, I totally get what the person that made the comment. I totally get what they're saying. But stuff like that, I'm like, okay, was Lupe too deep for kids when he came up?
Yeah.
I
wouldn't say he was.
No, I'm saying a lot of kids liked Lupe when he came up. Did he just have a catchy single? I don't know.
I really think it's just the times. when he came out and what was going on at the time.
Yeah.
I don't think it was more yeah, I agree with that too. I'm sorry for the pause. I'm reading these Periscope comments too. They said most kids don't want to learn.
I totally agree with
I
that.
do agree with
And
that.
I feel like that's crazy. I mean, I just feel like it's sad. Like, why wouldn't... I don't know. That's just weird to me.
Yeah. And that's one of the things where it's like, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where I guess when we're thirsting for knowledge, when we were young, I guess that was the thing. I have a teenager and a preteen, and I try to listen to what they're listening to, and just to gauge where they're at.
Yeah.
They're not really learning anything, which is, I mean, they are learning something.
But see, my thing is, okay, the kids that like the J. Coles and the Kendricks, I'm like, they teach also. It's just
they
different.
do.
I mean,
They do.
That's why I'm saying I don't understand. So would it take somebody like since Kara is the first person we brought up, would it take a J. Cole or a Kendrick to do a track with him for the kids to be like, you know what?
They attempted it already. Kanye did a track with KRS-One. I mean, it was on a publicity level with the classic joint, but it's they did it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as relevancy goes, I mean, I think we kind of like drifting off the subject a little bit, and I do agree with that. I appreciate your comments on Periscope. Yeah. I do agree with that. What they're teaching and what the kids want to know, but as far as relevancy goes, and I'm not trying to keep it just on hip hop. Because hip hop is just one part of it. This goes with a lot of things, but hip hop is just one part where people just kind of they're stuck on that relevancy. You focus on it a lot with the age. When you're a certain age, you're automatically just supposed to hang it up. Yeah. And I feel like as an artist, that's what I don't understand why people are like that. I feel like as an artist, you should be able to do anything you want. You don't tell Van Gogh. I mean, if Van Gogh was alive, you wouldn't tell him to stop painting when he was 75.
You can't paint no more. You're too old.
You're never too old to paint. You're never too old to do what you want to do artistically. Yeah. So it's just one of them things with rap music and hip hop. It's just kind of, it's weird. I don't know.
I don't understand.
I still think some of the cats from Rocksteady still break dance. Like, that's kind of, them dudes is in their 50s. I think that's ill that they can still do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
that's dope to me.
But breakdancing isn't relevant, so.
It's just like, hey, so it's DJing.
Relevancy is one, DJing too. Like, I guess.
To hear, I mean, I don't think that, but I mean, the way.
So I guess what we really just need to try to establish is the fact that you're never too old to pursue a craft and perfect the craft. You know, so you do that till you die at the end of the day. Yeah. I mean, and then on the other hand, I guess another subject that comes with relevancy is people's definition of success. Yeah. Because Jay-Z can drop an album tomorrow and probably, in a couple of weeks sell 1 million copies. Yeah. Excuse me, KRS-One is not going to do that. No. Now, I guess people kind of look at the relevant part as is KRS-One trying to compete with those people, that he probably is irrelevant because he's not going to be able to compete with anyone that has a machine behind them like that.
But at the same time, even with that though, what is the machine behind Jay-Z? He's just Jay-Z.
Well, I think Jay-Z
is the machine.
I think his history has pretty much solidified who he is.
So what's the difference in a Jay-Z and a Nas? I'm talking about far as I don't feel like Jay-Z has a machine.
No, now he doesn't.
He's Jay-Z.
Yeah. I mean, but I think just the fact that his work has done all the work it can do for him. Yeah. So he's at a level where he doesn't need a machine. Yeah. So, but and that's the thing. It's just kind of weird for me to think that a 14-year-old is attracted to an almost 50-year-old man that way. Yeah. I guess he's the quote unquote big homie. And that's no knock to Jay. I love Jay-Z. But it's just weird. He's stupid. It's just weird to me that somebody that's pushing 50 can get these ears of these kids. Yeah. and he automatically has the respect. And at the same token, on the other hand, outside of hip hop, you got somebody like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an example. I went on a field trip with my 12-year-old daughter the other day, and I'm sitting beside him. This kid, one of these kids, on the field trip, and he has a pair of Jordans on. So I just asked the kid, 12 years old, why do you like those shoes? And he looked at me and said, I don't know.
That's the perfect answer. That's just what I don't tell you most of them.
He could not explain why he liked those Jordans at 12 years old. And I'm just looking like, and then you look around, he's not the only one. There's mad kids in that class with Jordans on. And I'm just looking like, with Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, all these cats. And you did see a couple of those sprinkled around.
Yeah.
But just the fact that you got a 12-year-old wearing a pair of Jordans,
yeah,
that's amazing to me. Now does that go to history, or is that how is Jordan?
My opinion,
how is Michael Jordan relevant?
Because people won't let him go. I blame that on the older generation personally.
Oh, that's our fault.
I mean, you can. I'm 32. I'm like, I guess you could put me.
Yeah. I think you was like a little bit after us.
I don't hold. Yeah, I'm not. I'm like in that next generation after yours.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm not trying to get off subject.
No, we can go ahead. Go ahead. We got time.
This is my thing with Michael Jordan.
Michael the Jordan.
This is my thing, with Michael the Jordan. No knock on Michael the Jordan. But it's like, man, how long? When Jordan retired? I'm not even gonna count the Wizards.
We gotta count it.
No, I'm saying Michael Jordan is a Bull, retired in 98.
98, right?
98.
Right. Okay.
So that was almost 20 years ago.
Right.
So if you were born in the 2000s, I don't get what the allure of Michael Jordan is. If you were born in the 2000s, that you're like a teenager now.
I remember being, and this is not going off subject for what you're saying, but I remember being a kid and watching Jordan play and being so amazed. But then the old heads would be like, Dr. J
exactly
was that dude.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even think about rocking with anything that Jordan was doing. So I just don't get why.
Michael Jordan, I guess he's just one of those once in a lifetime figures that just won't go away.
I'm just trying to figure out how you span generations like that. That's just one of those
things.
What
I'm saying, though. That's like one of them things, like I said, I'm trying not to get off subject, because you know how I feel about this.
No, you can go ahead. We can go with it, because at the end of the day, we're going to wrap it up into this relevance.
My thing with Michael Jordan is, what just makes Michael Jordan it when it comes to his craft?
He's the beginning and the end.
Yeah, why?
Of everything.
Why?
I don't think we could ever answer that.
Periscope, if you're listening, why? YouTube, if you're listening, why?
Why is Michael Jordan the standard?
Why is he
for everything?
I mean, yeah.
I explained this to I worked with a guy, and he was telling me about Anderson Silva being like and this was a while back. He was telling me Anderson Silva was like one of the best MMA fighters at the time when he was at the top of his craft, and I said he's the Michael Jordan of MMA, and he looked at me like, "Are you? What does that mean?" Yeah. And I was like, "That's what he's synonymous with greatness. Yeah. So if you're good at anything,
you're the Michael Jordan.
You're the Michael Jordan of it.
I'm trying to be the Michael Jordan of co-hosts.
So you the Pippen of Michael Jordan.
I'm the Scottie Pippen of this show. Really.
I don't want to be the Michael Jordan of hosts. I that's just me.
Ouch.
I don't know, but I just don't understand the relevancy when it comes to somebody. I think we said it a while back. Mm-hmm. If you go to Charlotte right now and go to a game and Michael Jordan is there, your name is Michael. Yeah. You're the least important Michael in the building. Yes. It can be 100 other Mics in the building at the Time Warner Arena, but if Michael Jordan is there,
Michael Jordan is the main one.
Your name ain't Michael no more. Nope. You Michael number 98.
Yep. You're a number.
You are a number. You are no longer Michael if Michael Jordan is in the building. You're the least important Michael there.
Yes, you're an inmate.
Oh, that's so sad, man.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how he's...
And don't get me wrong, listeners. I love Michael Jordan.
Love Michael Jordan, man. I love what he did.
He's just not the beginning and end of everything basketball to me. Like, I just...
Somebody on Periscope said his shoes make you fly.
Yeah.
For like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Just what?
Yeah.
And I have plenty of joy.
And I think that, you know what? Okay, I'm glad you said that because I feel like the machine has Mike where he is now. I think it was the perfect marriage with Nike.
Perfect timing.
Nike, yeah, perfect time and the perfect marriage between
Nike,
the two.
Michael Jordan.
And the campaign was just, and it's just, and one we were just talking about this like last year, like I think it was Gatorade's like 30th or 25th or something like that. Yeah, the Like Mike commercial. And I'm like, yo, why are you still doing Like Mike commercials?
They won't let them go, man.
Yo, if y'all listening, let Jordan go, man. Look, I mean, I'm not saying boycott the man or nothing like that, but find other things to like, because this is getting ridiculous. Your kids shouldn't be in Jordans. Buy them kids some stuff, man. Get them some Under Armours or something, man.
Hey.
It's getting crazy, man.
I don't get it, but...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
This gave me headaches for years, so I don't know.
Well, when it ties into relevancy, I guess he's one of those guys. Now, does it happen like that in sports when someone is irrelevant? Because it's different in sports. When your body gives out, your body tells you it's time to stop.
Yeah, I think it's different when it comes to sports. Like you said, because if you can't play, you just can't play.
So why is hip-hop the only genre like... It feels like it's the only genre like that.
I totally agree. You tell me.
You got... If all the Beatles were still alive... I think they could outsell. I think they go on tour right now and get the support.
Yeah.
Because people just want to support them.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Look at Adele. Adele just sold 3
million of them things in a week. In a week.
3 million of them things. 3.3.
In 1 week.
In 1 week.
Yeah.
And she had made an album in almost, 4 years? Now, why... Now, if you was a rapper and you hadn't made an album in almost 4 years,
you're irrelevant.
You're pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah, it's only a handful that I think can do that.
Names.
I think Jay could do that. I think Kanye could do that, and people still be interested. That might be it.
LL.
No one.
Gosh, and that's so sad, man.
Did anyone listen to LL's last album? I listened to it, but
no interest.
I ain't hear nothing.
LL ain't that much older than Jay.
They like the same.
They're the same age.
I don't get it.
That is so crazy, man.
All these cats. Raquel could drop an album right now, and I think it'll just come and go. Does anybody know that Public Enemy dropped the album this year?
Oh wow, see.
Does anybody know Eric Sherman dropped the album this year?
And that Eric Sherman album was ridiculous.
Yes, I just don't.
That's so crazy, man.
I don't understand.
So the support's not there for anybody if your name ain't Jay or Kanye.
I'm trying to think, am I forgetting anybody? I
Dre.
No.
Dre. I think Dre. Well, yeah, his last album did alright.
Yeah.
I don't think it did what it was supposed to do for a Dre album.
Yeah.
But it did okay. I mean, he hadn't dropped the album in 20 years.
Yeah, 15
yeah, that's you gotta round up on that.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. So we gotta figure this out, man. I just wanna
I think Andre, here's another one. I think Drake could drop an album.
Drake 3 Stacks. Yeah,
I think I actually had a conversation about this the other day. I think Dre is probably the only person that, because everybody wants a solo like hip hop album from Dre, and I was like, Dre, just the type of person he is. He's an artist in general, not just music.
Right.
So I think Andre is probably the only person. Andre could be 66 years old and be like, no, I'm serious. I feel like he could be 66 and be like, yo, I'm about to drop an album rapping, and people will be like, yo, I gotta check that Andre out.
And I don't get
I feel
that.
like he's probably the only person that can do that.
You think he could do it
I
before
really
Jay
think
and Kanye could do it?
No, because we haven't gotten it from him. I think that people will be interested in hearing it just because
People will be interested in what he's saying at 60 years old.
Yeah, just because he's under.
I just don't get
And
that,
I think it would be dope. Like,
at 60?
yes. Like, why not? Who else has done it?
No one.
That's my point. So Andre, he just seems like one of those minds that'll be like, yo, I'm about to switch it up. No one has done this, and someone actually cared. And I'm about to spit like
yeah. He probably could do that.
it's just like, and it'd be like
He probably could do
the talk of the music industry. So I don't think anyone else could do
60-year-old
that.
dropped the album. Now, do you think someone in their mid 30s could start to pursue a career in hip hop?
I think they can. It depends on what anyone could do it. I don't think you're gonna get popular at it if you just pursue.
Well, that goes back to your level of success too.
Not in hip hop.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why not, but I don't think. I just don't think people will.
Well, you know what I really think it is, man? I think it boils down to the fact that it's more of them than it is of us. And when I say them, I mean kids. It's more kids than there are adults.
Yo, what did a kid? I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just thinking of all the stuff I grew up on. I'm just trying to figure out when did it change? When did kids not want? When did kids stop being impressed with wordplay and lyrics and?
That's a good question because I can't
Like,
really.
when did it stop?
I'm trying to. I tried to do this. I tried to do this a while back, and I couldn't pinpoint the time frame when kids were just like, yeah, I'm not.
Because I'm just looking back when I was 11, 12, 13. I'm like, I'm listening to Wu-Tang and EPMD and the Roots, and I'm like, I just don't. De La Tribe. So I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, and you couldn't tell me nothing with cannabis. I was just like, I've never heard nothing like this. And I'm like, I was amazing. A teenager, so.
He was amazing.
But if somebody come out spitting like that now, I don't think
they're probably not getting no love, man.
We'll be impressed with it, but I don't think the younger folks like,
Yeah, they don't care.
But that's what I'm saying. When did it get to the point where.
And that's another point. Since we're talking about kids not caring, I don't think they care if they don't have a name. Now, you got the Kendricks and you got the Coles.
What you talking about? Pop? Like, if
they care.
Popular?
They care about them.
Yeah.
But if you were just an average dude, I mean, I said a dope beat and a hot dance. That I kind of agree with that.
Well, that's what they're interested in.
That's what all kids are interested in. I kind of agree with that.
But I agree with that. But when did it change? When did it change where people just stopped caring? They needed. Yeah, like
we don't need nothing. Because I remember back in the day when I was younger, you had crisscrosses and ABCs. We had like them little kitty pop groups.
That was cool.
It was okay to have that, but the balance was there.
Yeah, that's not all I wanted to hear.
You know what I'm saying? You had that, and then you had a Nas, and you had Early J, or you had Big, or you had Cannabis. You had cats like that. The Offset that.
Yeah, you had. It was just so. I mean, it's so much stuff now, but it's like I'm talking about as far as popularity though, and it might have a lot to do with these radio stations and stuff.
Now that's another thing I was going to ask you.
Politics and payola, and that might have a lot to do with it.
When it comes to the media, and you know how I feel about the media.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out. You can't necessarily blame the media. Well, let's say they have a lot of followers. I do agree with that. But back to my point. You can't necessarily blame the media for what's going on. I feel like with the resources we have cell phones. A lot of us have unlimited data. If you on Sprint or T-Mobile, it's unlimited.
Yeah.
I get 30 gigs a month. I'm not using all that. But a lot of us have that. Our consumption of music should be to the level of like the person just said, if you have followers, if you have mad followers, you should be able to have a career doing this. I don't think you can blame the media just off the simple fact that we have the technology to actually be the media.
Yeah.
We are the media. I throw a hashtag up all the time. Hashtag we the media. And the reason why I throw that hashtag up is because back when we were coming up, we didn't have all these resources. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have Twitter. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have none of that. Yeah. We just had to actually depend on what they were going to give us on television. Yeah. You had Rap City or you had your own TV Raps. Yeah. That's all you had. Now you got everything. You have no excuse for not knowing what's out there. Yeah. All you got to do is look. And a lot of us...
I totally agree.
A lot of us, when I mean us, I mean people of color, we're like the first people on this stuff. Yeah. We make the stuff hot. When we say it's hot, it automatically goes. It's no reason that I'm not gonna answer that. It's no reason you can't support what you love at the end of the day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason you shouldn't know anything about anything because you have all the information and everything you need right there in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, you got access to it.
You got access to it. It's an even playing field now. Back when I was coming up, it wasn't an even playing field. It's whatever they put out there, and that was it. Yeah. You had to deal with it. Now we got the same access they got. Yeah. Sometimes we got it first. I can't recall the last time I looked at the news for anything other than the weather. Yeah. Because I can usually just get it on my phone. Yeah. So at the end of the day, when it comes to people being relevant and irrelevant, I think that has a lot to do with it. We're not using our technology to keep these people in a decent space. And at the end, like a lot of people really feel like they can do it themselves. Mm-hmm. And I think that's another thing. You got a lot of artists that aren't even really artists. They're just... Well, I can't really say that because I'm gonna scratch that one. I'm gonna scratch that one because anybody can.
No, I'm saying with hip hop though, I'm just like, you know me. If you dope, you dope. I don't care who you. Right. I don't care what race you are, how old you are. If you dope, you dope. But I just don't understand why is age so prevalent with hip hop.
I think that's one question we will never answer.
Just like
it's just good. It's something good to talk about. I just think if the dialogue's open for it, we should probably approach it. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this show the way that I'm doing it right now. It's a subject-based show now. I'm kind of going to that way of doing it because I feel like if people can chime in, you have an outlet with us to come and chime in on this and not be judged for it. Yeah. And I think that's a lot. They got a lot to do with it too. A lot of people. We can come off strong, man, but everybody got feelings too. At the end of the day, mm-hmm. You know, you could have your thoughts, and people just shoot your thoughts down, and especially the trolls, man, are just. Yeah. We ain't going there, but the trolls are the trolls, man. At the end of the day,
they ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, but that's just something cool. Just something cool to talk about. It's something that's been on my mind for a while. I know it's been on your mind for a little while. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you're really heavy into music. I still partake in music, but I'm kind of I have to be in the mood for it a lot of times. And
my job helps me with that a lot. I have a lot of time to listen to stuff, so I'm always checking for what's new. And
it's kind of wild, man, because I feel like there's so much stuff out here, man. You can very easily find. I just feel like you should just be able to find something you like and just share it. Don't keep it in a box because these people want to be heard, and especially if you feel like if it's a good message, and if you like it, find 10 other people that's gonna like it. That's not gonna take nothing away from you.
And that's another thing, man. You can't be an elitist when it comes to. It's like it's something for everybody.
Right.
Like I'll tell you all the time. I laugh at myself. I went from listening. This was all in one day. I went from listening to Adele to Pastor Troy to Chic Luch.
Wow.
To Diddy.
You went all over.
To Fab. To Erykah Badu. Like, so...
You went up the rainbow and came back down.
So it's like, it's room for everything, man.
it's okay to like other things.
It's like, really.
At the end of the day, like a lot of the stuff that I hear these kids listen to now, it's not for me. I can't necessarily knock it though, because we had crazy, man. We just talking about this other day. What made dirty hip hop? He just had a different style. It's just if you ain't used to it, you just ain't used to it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but just try not to knock it,
Yeah.
and try not to use age as a reason why you're not gonna listen to these people. I've heard a couple artists recently say they wouldn't buy an album because a person is a certain age, and to me, that's just kind of. I mean, you know, you're entitled to your choices and your opinions, but I feel like you're limiting yourself when you could be learning something. That's an opportunity. That's my main. I guess that's my main point. It's always an opportunity to learn from someone. People in your life as a lesson or a blessing. Yeah. Either way, I mean, it's good for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a bad relationship, it's there for a reason.
You go learn something.
You go learn something from it. So take your opportunity to learn, and just go with it, man. Just don't call people irrelevant though, because they're older. Like, yeah, they might be irrelevant to you because they're not talking about what you want to hear, but you never know. That might be a gem you need. Yeah, you might need that gem in your life, man. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically what I wanted to talk about this show, man. I kind of went off on a tangent a little bit.
That's cool. You know, I talk about this all day.
Yeah, we only got like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're not. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
It's cool, man, because I feel like it just opens up the dialogue, and we're gonna post this and let people, you know, chime in on it. Yeah. You know, if you're on Twitter, check me out, JUSTPLAINOLEDON. And what's your name on Twitter now?
What's my Twitter self?
He has like 30 names.
What is my? Oh yeah, 730 worst case.
Yeah, 730 worst case.
730
the numbers
worst case.
And if you do hear this and you want to chime in, man, just hit one of us up, and maybe on the next show we could probably like put those out and see what people, you know, see if we can get some dialogue going about it, man. Yeah. I appreciate everybody commenting on Periscope. I wish YouTube had that option.
I know they don't. I don't think they have that.
YouTube, if you hear this, YouTube ain't gonna hear this. But YouTube, if you hear this, make that an option.
YouTube, step your game up.
YouTube, step your game up.
I said it.
I don't have a word of the week this week.
I don't either.
Okay, well, we'll get it next week. We're at the 40-minute mark. It seems like time flies when we talk about stuff like this. We might have to start making these shows like 2 hours or something.
Oh, okay. Let me get something. This is totally unscripted. Well, none of this is scripted.
Yeah, nah, man.
Shout out to Kobe, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man.
My dude, Kobe. I've been seeing a lot of people throwing darts at Kobe. That's a whole nother episode. I'm a Kobe fan. Been a Kobe fan since day one. So shout out to Kobe Bryant. He breaking it up right now. I can't lie about that. But hey,
he said he said like in the 30%, right?
Yeah. So
like the low 30s.
Yeah. So it's like shout out to Kobe, man.
Kobe had an amazing career. 5 championships. 3 MVPs? Now you got like 2 MVPs.
There was 2 finals MVPs.
Yeah, 2 finals MVPs.
1 MVP. He should have more than that. But
yeah, he probably should have more championships. You know, but you know how people go to spin with Shaq and everything. We're not gonna get into that because I don't totally agree with any of that crowd.
Like I said, that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, shout out to Kobe, man. Kobe, you get respect from me, man. I love watching that dude, man. That dude was an animal on the court, man. So. Oh yeah, and another thing, since you brought up basketball, man, y'all Knicks fans is whack. And remember in the first, I think it was the first or second episode we had of this. I talked about y'all born Porzingis. Yeah. Now that he's showing improvement, y'all love him to death.
Love him.
Y'all get out, man. Come on, man. Step y'all game up with that mess, man. Y'all need to stop that mess, man. Hey yo, Mike, if you listening to this, make that move for Porzingis, man. We'll take him.
No, he might need to make that move. Y'all, hey, North Carolina, we need to start recruiting Steph Curry right now.
Yeah, make that move for Steph too.
I think he got 2 years left on his contract. We need to bring Steph Curry home.
Yeah, bring them back to Charlotte, man.
Yeah, we need to go and start this campaign.
Yo, Steph come to Charlotte, I'm moving.
Just like I think the Under Armours is keeping his ankles good. I guess.
Steph doing his thing, man. He got the state looking good. Steph, the Panthers, the
shout
Hornets
out to
playing.
Cam. That's another Cam. We said something about the Panthers, but man, Cam is really like. Cam's not from North Carolina, but I feel like he really wants people to love North Carolina. I'm really
definitely
getting that vibe from him. So shout out to Cam.
No doubt.
He really is proud to. He seems to be happy and proud to be here.
Definitely.
And we don't really get that a lot from athletes, not outwardly anyway.
Big ups. Big ups.
He really feels. It really seems like he's out there for the Carolinas.
It's December 5th, man. We got New Orleans tomorrow, and yeah. Let's go ahead and make this thing 12-0.
Yep.
Get it popping, man.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and close out with that. But before I leave, if you guys get a chance, go check out teespring.com I can't talk. Excuse me. teespring.com / JustPlainOldon NC. All one word. Cop a t-shirt. And help support the show. I got this show, What's Good, the podcast, and I have 3 in the pod. We are trying to make moves and put some positive vibes out there to the people. So if you get a chance, go check out the website, teespring.com / JustPlainOldon NC. And yeah, just support the show, man. We appreciate anybody listening. We appreciate all you guys checking us out on YouTube Live and Periscope. I am Just Plain Old Don for JustPlainOldon.com.
I'm Tory G for whatever.
You just listened to What's Good, the podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Tune in next week. Love you. Peace.
How?
I don't know if they can hear that cream popping in the background. They can hear that cream.